Welcome to Hollywood Secrets Information. In this video, we are diving deep into the emotional and unforgettable world of Family Affair, the classic television show that touched millions of hearts across generations. The beloved sitcom ran from 1966 to 1971, bringing warmth, laughter, and tender moments into our homes. But behind the charm of Uncle Bill, Mr. French, and the adorable twins Buffy and Jody, were actors whose real-life stories carried both triumph and tragedy. Today, we remember 10 beloved actors from Family Affair who tragically passed away, some far too soon, others after lives filled with quiet struggles and bittersweet legacies. 1. Anissa Jones. Anissa Jones was the heart and soul of Family Affair, playing the sweet and innocent Buffy Davis, whose pigtails and beloved doll, Mrs. Beasley, became iconic symbols of 1960s television. Behind the camera, however, Anissa's story was a heartbreaking one. After Family Affair ended in 1971, she found herself typecast and unable to transition into more mature roles. Hollywood's doors closed on her too soon, and she struggled to adjust to normal teenage life. Just 18 years old, she tragically died from a drug overdose, a devastating blow to fans who had watched her grow up on screen. Her death remains one of the most sorrowful Hollywood child star stories, symbolizing the dark side of early fame. 2. Sebastian Cabot. Sebastian Cabot portrayed the refined and dignified Mr. Giles French, the British butler who helped raise the Davis children with patience and humor. His commanding voice and gentle presence made him one of the show's most beloved figures. Before Family Affair, Cabot had a distinguished career in both film and television, including roles in The Time Machine and The Jungle Book, where he voiced Bagheera the Panther. Sadly, Cabot's life was cut short by a stroke in 1977, just 6 years after the series ended. Fans mourned the loss of the actor whose warmth and wisdom had embodied Mr. French so perfectly. 3. Brian Keith. Brian Keith's portrayal of Uncle Bill, the bachelor-turned-father figure, was the emotional anchor of Family Affair. His rugged yet loving personality made him one of TV's most respected father figures of the 1960s. Keith had a long and successful career, starring in over 80 films and TV shows. But behind his tough exterior was a man who endured immense personal tragedy. In 1997, following the suicide of his daughter, Brian Keith himself died by suicide, leaving behind a note expressing his pain. His death left fans in shock. The man who had brought comfort and stability to so many television families was silently battling depression. To this day, he's remembered as one of the most talented yet deeply human actors of his generation. 4. Nancy Walker. Nancy Walker brought her sharp comedic timing to Family Affair as Miss Faversham, Mr. French's friend and fellow domestic worker. Known for her quick wit and unforgettable expressions, Walker's career spanned across film, television, and Broadway. She later starred in Rhoda and The Mary Tyler Moore Show, becoming one of television's most recognizable supporting actresses. Tragically, Walker passed away from lung cancer in 1992. Her death marked the loss of another comedic treasure who had made audiences laugh for generations. 5. Greg Federson, son of Family Affair creator Don Federson, appeared occasionally as Greg Davis, a young college student who dated Sissy. Though not a main cast member, he added a sense of teenage realism and light romance to the series. After his acting career, Federson moved behind the scenes, working in television production. Sadly, he died in 2002 at just 52 years old, reportedly from natural causes. His early passing added another chapter of loss to the Family Affair legacy. 6. John Hubbard. John Hubbard appeared in Family Affair as Ted Gaynor, a friend of Uncle Bill and occasional guest star. A familiar face from the 1940s, Hubbard had a career filled with film and TV appearances, including Another Thin Man and The Mad Ghoul. After decades in Hollywood, Hubbard's final years were quiet. He passed away in 1988 at the age of 74. Though not one of the central characters, his polished performances contributed to the warmth and humanity that made Family Affair so timeless. 7. Philip Ober. Philip Ober played John Boswell, Uncle Bill's boss and business associate. With his calm demeanor and professional authority, Ober was perfect in the role. Before joining Family Affair, he had a long film career appearing in North by Northwest and From Here to Eternity. Tragically, Ober was murdered in 1982 in Mexico by his second wife. The shocking circumstances of his death stunned Hollywood. Despite the tragedy, his body of work remains a testament to his skill and longevity as an actor. 9. Richard Deacon made a guest appearance on Family Affair as Melvin Cowan, a comical businessman whose scenes with Brian Keith added humor and warmth. Deacon was best known as Mel Cooley on The Dick Van Dyke Show and Fred Rutherford on Leave It to Beaver. Always playing polished, slightly fussy characters, his comic timing was impeccable. He passed away in 1984 from heart disease, leaving behind a career filled with classic television moments. His refined humor continues to entertain audiences through reruns and classic TV networks. 10. Don Feddersen, though not an actor, Don Feddersen, the creator and executive producer of Family Affair, deserves a place in this tribute. His vision brought the show's warmth and emotional depth to life. Feddersen also created My Three Sons and The Millionaire, both of which shaped American family television. His storytelling celebrated love, responsibility, and compassion, values that resonated through Family Affair. He passed away in 1994 from heart failure at the age of 81, leaving behind a legacy of family-oriented programming that continues to inspire generations of TV producers. The legacy of Family Affair actors Family Affair was more than just a sitcom. It was a reflection of changing family dynamics in America. During a time when many shows focused on traditional families, Family Affair portrayed an unconventional household filled with love, patience, and learning. The tragic fates of several cast members, particularly Anissa Jones and Brian Keith, remind us how fame and personal struggles often collide in ways that are hidden from public view. Despite the pain behind the curtain, the legacy of their work continues to shine brightly. Decades later, reruns of Family Affair still bring smiles, tears, and nostalgia to millions of viewers. It remains a timeless reminder that family isn't always about blood. It's about love, care, and the bonds we create together. Their stories may be marked by loss, but their contributions continue to light up screens and hearts around the world. And that's our heartfelt look at 12 beloved Family Affair actors who tragically passed away. Which of these stars do you remember most fondly? Was it the sweet little Buffy with her Mrs. Beasley doll, or the strong yet loving Uncle Bill? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your memories of this unforgettable show. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to Hollywood's Secret Information for more touching stories from classic Hollywood. Thank you so much for watching, and remember the love, laughter, and lessons from Family Affair will always live on.